6 News. First Alert Weather Extra starts now.
Hey, thank you for staying with us, Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt. This is First Alert Weather Extra streaming on our WBRC Fox 6 streaming apps. You can find us on Roku, Apple TV. If you have a Fire TV, you can find us there, of course, on YouTube and our First Alert Weather app. Let's get to our First Alert Weather headlines for the upcoming day here. We're talking about drier weather for our Friday. We're tracking a little bit of rain today, but tomorrow a little bit drier, hot and humid for the weekend, and there will be an increase in storm activity by Monday. And we're talking more of those summertime thunderstorms. Heat advisory that will be in effect until the top of the hour. So we're still talking about some dangerous heat levels and pretty much anywhere in the coverage area. It's feeling like temperatures, well, at least in the 90s and even triple digits in many locations. Current air temperature right now showing 97 in Tuscaloosa, 92 here in Haleyville. But notice we have some spots where we have some 80 showing up. It's not a major improvement, but at least a little bit of a cool down because of some of those isolated storms and showers that we've been tracking today. Looking at a current feels like temperature, heat index, well, as hot as 104 in places like Utah and Jasper at the moment, and feeling like upper 90s. Quite toasty right now, feeling around Anniston at 99 degrees. But we did see a better coverage of isolated showers and storms today, as we talked about yesterday, that 30% chance. And what we're seeing right now is actually one of the stronger storms of the day. It popped up over northern Coosa County. It's been drifting to the south, all dry to the north, but there's this one that popped up right there. You can see close to the Lake Mitchell area, but we've seen quite a bit of lightning with this. It developed, now it's collapsing, and as it does so, in that cool, rain-cooled air kind of pulls out along the surface, kind of leaves, almost looks like a donut on radar. You can see there that little area, that's what we call an outflow boundary, and that rain-cooled air, at least it's going to knock down the temperature a little bit for places there across Coosa County and into parts of Chilton County. There's a look from Oak Grove, and that's in southern Talladega County, but you'll notice there to the south you see the clouds, and it's kind of difficult in setups like this. The sun can be shining, you get a little bit of rain because these storms are so isolated. It's tough to see the lightning, but it's there. If you're hearing those rumbles, you certainly want to be indoors. And as we noted here on First Alert Weather Extra yesterday, it is Lightning Awareness Week, and we want to talk a little bit more about lightning coming up, but also want to talk about the heat and show you what else is on the way here, the heat and how that's impacting our animals. Meteorologist Fred Hunter with a story coming out of Coleman County. We're going to check in with that coming up. Also, we go beyond the 7-day forecast, and I had a fun weather visit today. I'll have some video to show you that, and that's all right here on First Alert Weather Extra. Stay with us. The next big thing gives you a heads up days ahead of the next big storm system. The next 24 gives you the most accurate and updated look at tomorrow. And the next 60 gives you a 60-minute advantage against Mother Nature. Knowing what's next, days, hours, or minutes away, this is why we First Alert.
When we declare First Alert Weather Day, it's all hands on deck. We're on your side and in your hand with the First Alert Weather app. While Wes and the rest of the team track changes moment to moment, the app keeps you prepared and safe with video and alerts for your neighborhood. And if the power goes out, no worries, you can stream us anywhere. It's easy and it's always on. Stay ahead of Alabama weather. Just scan and tap and have the First Alert Weather app. This is why we First Alert.
On Good Day Alabama, we treat severe weather with the highest priority. It's more than just meteorologists. Everyone plays a part. Having more reporters in more places takes you beyond the First Alert, showing you the impact that we see on radar. We're live in your neighborhood when you need us. On air, online, and on the app. That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
Our lives revolve around planning for what's next, like the next ball game.
One hot dog with ketchup? It's the same with weather. That's why we're on your side with the next big thing, the next 60, and the next 24. Knowing what's next, days, hours, or minutes away.
This is why we First Alert. Who puts ketchup on a hot dog?
Getting live breaking news and local updates has never been easier. That's because we're on your side with the WBRC streaming app. Need updates between newscasts? You can catch up quick here. And when we're live on TV, we're live here too. Just search WBRC on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. WBRC Fox 6 News is on your side.
Well, almost an inch of rain and even a little more than an inch of rain in a couple spots out there because of those isolated storms that popped up today. But just where do we stand right now as far as the rainfall and what's the latest on the drought monitor across the country? Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Daniel.
All right, it's Thursday. We got a new drought monitor that was issued this morning, and I want to show you the latest update. And we're doing pretty well across a good bit of the state. I will note that there's some abnormally dry conditions developing in northern parts of the state and also in parts of Sumter, in Green Hill, western Tuscaloosa, Pickens counties. The drought's starting to become an issue for Georgia, noticing some of those tan colors in Augusta, Cordele, right around a moderate threat for a drought there. And the drought conditions continue in parts of Texas and Louisiana. But as you can see, zooming on in, most of us looking pretty good. But as we zoom out, the drought, of course, continues across the western half of the United States, although they're starting to see some improvement with some moisture thanks to the monsoon flow in parts of the southwest. So that is some good news out there. But here's what we're seeing over the past 5 days. There's that monsoon flow I was telling you about in Arizona, New Mexico. Lots of rainfall there, several inches of rainfall. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of rain in those regions to see some issues. So they're getting some rain thanks to that. Some rain in parts of the central parts of the U.S. and the northern tier, but it's been pretty dry across the southeast thanks to that ridge of high pressure keeping us really hot over the past several days. Now let's talk about the next 5 to 7 days, looking out in the future. Who's going to get some rain? Well, it looks like we're going to continue to see rain across the Dakotas and parts of Minnesota, and maybe starting to see a little bit of a wetter weather pattern, say that 5 times fast, for parts of the southeast into Florida. So we could use some rain, so maybe we'll see some of those pop-up showers and storms. Let's talk about the average rainfall in the month of June as we're starting to wrap it on up in the next week or so. Normally in Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, we'll see about 4.5 inches of rainfall. And of course, Birmingham has pretty much doubled that amount of rain earlier when we had so much rainfall. Over 8 inches of rain has fallen this month, but notice a deficit of rainfall in both Anniston and especially in Tuscaloosa, and that's why we're seeing those abnormally dry conditions starting to build in parts of our western counties. But here's a look at the monthly rainfall average for Birmingham over the 12 months, and normally March and July can be considered one of our wetter months, but notice it starts to really dry out as we go into the fall. But like I said, it's been pretty wet so far in June, especially for the first half. And if you're hoping for some rainfall for your plants, well, we might have some opportunities on the way as we go into the weekend and early next week. And I know Wes and Jill will have more details on that, but you're definitely going to need to water those plants going into tomorrow. Maybe you can look out and might not have to worry about that as some of those pop-up showers and storm chances develop into the weekend into early next week.
All right, Matt. Well, the hot weather impacts us all, and of course, even our animals, impacts our pets. Today, Fred Hunter was in Coleman County in the Needmore community there in Coleman County, talking with Ed Green, who knows something about horsepower and mule power and how he cares for Matilda. Check out this story.
Well, we're here in the Needmore community in Coleman County with Ed Green on property that's, I guess, been in your family for a long time.
My
Ed.
wife's family over 100 years, since 1915.
Now, Ed is in the automobile racing business, builds automobiles for racing and so forth. But what we've come to talk about today isn't horsepower. What we've come to talk about is mule power. Back over here you can see Matilda the mule, and you've had Matilda quite a while, and you guys have quite a history. Talk a little bit about Matilda.
Yes, Matilda, I got Matilda several years ago to ride and to do Civil War reenacting about 23 years ago, and she's about 4 years old when I got her. And we bonded pretty well to begin with, but then she dropped out of school while we were in training, and we had a mule accident, dislocated the shoulder, so I agreed to just let her enjoy her life doing what a mule does, and so that's worked out very well so far.
I think one of the things you said, you hear the phrase stubborn as a mule, but there's a reason you said a mule's not really being stubborn, she's thinking.
That's right. A mule is a lot more analytical animal than a horse in most cases. Horses are fight or flight, and it's most of the time flight, but a mule will think things over. a comparison. A man told me one time, if you put a horse in a trailer and you go down the road and you have a little fender bender and shake things up, the horse will remember that trailer and not want to get back in it. But if you put the mule in the same trailer and have the same little fender bender, he'll remember who put him in the trailer. They're a lot more analytical. They do a lot more thinking.
Of course, the weather has been on everybody's mind. It's been a hot summer already, and we talk a lot about taking care of the animals. The heat is especially tough on the animals. What do you have to do? Well, Matilda's moved, but what do you have to do with her to be sure that she has a way to cope with this heat?
I always put her extra clean water down there in the heat. You need to clean the water more often as well. You keep it. But she's got a big cedar tree down here that stays in the shade virtually all day, and you usually find her parked down there. She's got a place wore out on the ground where she stands, and as the sun moves, she'll move around the tree. So she does that, and like I say, keep plenty of feed and water. Keep her took care of and hydrated, just like us.
I was going to say, so the things that we tell people to do, the mule knows to do instinctively without having to be told.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So they are pretty smart animals.
They are pretty smart animals, yes, sir.
Ed, thank you for telling us a little bit about caring for our animals, and of course about Matilda the mule. She knows a lot more than us. For another Absolutely Alabama Weather Extra from Needmore in Coleman County.
Hey, I say we take Matilda's advice, right? Find the shady spot. Will we have any heat relief over the weekend? We've got your full 7-day forecast coming up right here. Plus, we go beyond the 7-day, looking at some of the long-range data exclusively right here on First Alert Weather Extra. Stay with us.
Every morning on Good Day Alabama, we know the news that matters the most to you is the news that hits closest to home.
And we know that to tell the best story means going to where the story is. That's why having more reporters in more places is so essential. Giving you more local stories that impact your family, your school, and your safety.
On air, online, and on the app.
That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
I hear from people all the time with questions about healthcare, their insurance, and the safety of certain treatments. I'm Morgan Hightower, and I investigate these stories because if I were being taken advantage of, or if my family couldn't get the help they needed, I would want to know how to take action. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side, getting answers, keeping you informed and safe. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
Get pinpoint locations down to your street level on the First Alert Weather app. You can download by searching WBRC in your app store. That's accuracy you can plan on.
I hear from people all the time having problems with their landlord or worry about being ripped off by a bad business. I'm Josh Gann, and I investigate stories like these because if I had questions about protecting my finances or how to save more money, I would want the best advice available. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side getting answers, keeping you informed and safe. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
Get First Alert weather and breaking news. Follow us on Twitter. Search at WBRC News.
Get First Alert weather and breaking news. Follow us on Facebook. Search at WBRC News.
Well, our stretch of hot days continues across Alabama. Tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 90s, close to 100 again for Saturday and Sunday, making those weekend plans. A few isolated afternoon storms possible. It looks like drier tomorrow. In fact, I know it's going to be hot, but there's a little bit of drier air that's moving in. So when you look at the temperatures tomorrow, the feels like temperature won't be too far off from the actual air temperature. So that's a good thing. Sometimes, you know, you can have 90s and a heat index of 115 around here here. So we don't see that kind of heat index expected for tomorrow, thankfully, at least if there's some light in that forecast. That's what we're seeing. Monday and Tuesday, we'll see a better chance of rain into early next week. We've been tracking some of these storms moving into Coosa County. Big lightning producers, actually the stronger storm of the day there, moving through Rockford and Weogufka. You can see there meteorologist Jill Gilardi adjusting that radar. You can see those storms there moving down towards the Deatsville area. Wetumpka giving you that first alert, and Eclectic, our friends here around Montgomery. I actually checked in the temperature at Montgomery today. We had 102 and a heat index of 105. The actual air temperature at 102. Another little pop-up right there around Tuscaloosa County. You see that, the general motion to the south. So if you do hear a rumble, check that First Alert Weather app. These storms moving north to south across the area. And by the way, if you don't have our weather app, it is free. You can go to your app store, just search WBRC, quick download for your mobile device, get those lightning alerts, and that's a great tool to have, especially coming up on July. We get a lot of these afternoon storms. And looking at what's happening for tonight through 9 o'clock, it looks like very few showers. That window closes in. As typical, we lose the peak heating of the day and then the chance for development that comes to an end. But tomorrow morning, back in the 70s to start, and then notice again, next 24 hours, a little bit drier tomorrow. We don't see quite as many pop-ups. Our forecast was right on track today. We saw those scattered showers. Tomorrow, not seeing a lot. If we see anything, perhaps to the far southeast, could be a couple of pop-up showers. But we will see that temperature start to climb quickly tomorrow. Lunchtime to around 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, another stretch of very hot weather. Take it extra easy out there for Friday and take frequent breaks. Try to get an early start again tomorrow with this weather, and then same for Saturday and Sunday. I wouldn't overdo it with the yard work this weekend because it is going to be extremely hot. And then tomorrow, again, during the evening hours, it is going to be very warm. If you were planning on doing some grilling out, plan for a toasty evening. We got the Peach Jam Jubilee happening at Clanton, and that chance for a few showers and storms, and we're going to be checking in with Mickey coming up on some more weekend activities in that forecast. Here's what you need to know. The next best chance of rain, we're still thinking around Monday, a better coverage of showers and storms as this ridge of high pressure, it kind of tightens its grip again tomorrow, but starts to weaken again in early next week, and we could see a few more scattered storms. I think Monday, it's not an all-day washout, but a better chance area-wide that we'll see some of those pop-ups during the afternoon. And typically, when you start getting stretches of hot weather like this, well, you start hearing some rumblings in the tropics about some things happening there, and we are noting that there is a very strong easterly wave over the eastern Atlantic. That system, as it tracks to the west, there's a potential it could become better organized, but it still has quite a bit of ocean to cover there over the next few days. In fact, you look at this and just off the screen, that's the Caribbean. So this will have to move all the way across the Atlantic, and we're going to be watching, though, over the next 5 days to see if that does become better organized. But if you do have a beach trip planned, no concerns there for this weekend. It does look like maybe a few afternoon storms along the coast for Saturday and Sunday. And as for us, that 30% chance of an isolated pop-up again this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I know it's going to be hot. There will be a lot of sunshine in the mix, but again, can't stress enough, if you're out on the lake, make sure you have that weather app or a way to get those alerts, because there could be some intense lightning if we do get a couple of those afternoon storms that pop up. Monday and Tuesday, again, a higher rain chance. Notice the temperatures back off a little bit more seasonal for the first part of next week, with overnight lows right around 70 degrees, and at least we hang on to the chance for a few afternoon storms through Tuesday, Wednesday, and next Thursday. I want to give a big shout out to the students at Arcadia Elementary School. We were singing our weather tunes and talking weather safety today. It's Lightning Safety Awareness Week, and I want to say a big thank you to the pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, second, third, and fourth graders for the invite. Our First Alert Weather team so excited to hear from our friends there at Tuscaloosa. And by the way, if you want to set up a weather visit with us, you can go to our First Alert Weather in the Classroom page, and you can send us a request and we'll come out. We'll have a lot of fun, I promise. And it was a great time there today. Perfect day to be inside in the AC, Jill Gilardi, as temperatures outside in Tuscaloosa were closing in on 100 degrees. But what are we seeing as far as these temperatures go in some of that long-range data?
Well, before I get to that, was that the tornado twist you were doing?
Yeah,
I saw some
the weather
leg action there, you know. So.
Yeah, we're doing the Weather Kid twist.
Weather Kid twist, okay.
And by the way, we had the lightning safety song, When Thunder Roars, Go Indoors, and the
Great.
kids, they did a great job with that today. So a lot of fun out at Arcadia.
I mean, I would learn much better with music anyways, so. All right, well, we're talking about, not much changing. So we look long-term beyond the 7-day. We see if there's any pattern recognition, if there's any similarities day by day, and then you kind of get more confident in things. And what we've been seeing, yes, the outlook for temperatures still looks above normal across the area. This has not changed in the past couple of days. Still looking at a 50% chance of that, and we're still seeing the numbers on average above average. So again, normal high 89. We have several days projected beyond the 7-day to be above that number for high temperatures. We tend to focus on that this time of year. Now, what about the future radar? And of course, we have 4th of July and fireworks displays. All right, let's fast forward already to next Friday. God, I can't believe we're almost to July. I mean, time is just flying. Now, there's indications back again. So this is wavering. Yesterday it looked a little drier. Now it's back to maybe a little bit wetter with some showers and thunderstorms. And I posit 8 o'clock Saturday night, next Saturday night. So again, there could be Mother Nature's fireworks to contend with. Still seeing that possibility on the 3rd now. And then as we get into the 4th, again, this is something that showed up 2 days ago, wasn't there yesterday. Now it's back again. So, okay, hopefully this trend doesn't continue, but we do need the rain, but just not, when we have outdoor activities planned. And then it looks like, we're going into the first part of the month, maybe a little bit more on the unsettled side. And what has changed from yesterday, you remember there was a little section that was below normal. Well, now it's near average. So maybe this could trend above normal if that pattern is consistent and we continue to see that threat for rain and storms. And that is the latest right now beyond the 7-day.
All right, great job, Jill. And we're going to be checking in with Mickey coming up for a check on that lake forecast. It's going to be a great weekend to be out or at least near some water cooling off with temperatures rising into the mid to upper 90s. Plus another check on the 7-day as we continue right here on First Alert Weather Extra.
Getting live breaking news and local updates has never been easier. That's because we're on your side with the WBRC streaming app. Need updates between newscasts? You can catch up quick here. And when we're live on TV, we're live here too, giving you more ways to get caught up with everything happening where you live. Plus, exclusive videos from your First Alert weather team. It's easy to use and it's free. Just search WBRC on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. WBRC Fox 6 News is on your side.
You've got enough to worry about every day. That's why the First Alert Weather Team is on your side, so you can plan with confidence and take the worry out of weather. With exclusive First Alert AccuTrack, we pinpoint storms before they arrive. And with Weather Every 6, you are always informed. Alabama's weather changes fast, but we're working even faster, updating and alerting you first. We know your plans are important. This is why we First Alert.
Every morning on Good Day Alabama, we're on your side, trying to get you where you're going safely. First Alert Traffic updates you on slowdowns and gives you alternate routes. Having more reporters covering the roads you drive on gives you even more info to help you know more about why it happened and when it will be cleared. On air, online, and on the app. That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
I get calls and emails all the time from people wanting to know how cities, counties, and the state are spending their tax dollars. I'm Jennifer Horton, and I investigate how your tax dollars are being used because I don't want your money or mine wasted or fraudulently spent by politicians in power. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side, following the paper trail, asking the tough questions, and giving you the facts. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
All right, let's take you out to the ball game out there and see what's going on at Regions Field. We have the Birmingham Barons. They are playing host to the Rocket City Pandas. We got Friday night fireworks going on tomorrow night. Now the first pitch, about 90 degrees, cooling off close to 80 degrees by about the 9th inning. Some of those games go a little longer, some a little shorter. But your forecast for Saturday, we do include a 20% chance of rain. Earlier in the day, we've got really a little bit higher rain chance at 30%, but just 20% when the game kicks off there at 6:30. I guess the first pitch, I should say, instead of kicks off, right? And then on Sunday, we do have a 30% chance of rain. Now, if you're out there, just pay attention to your First Alert Weather app, and it'll let you know if there's lightning nearby and you need to take cover during that game. It'll let you know if a thunderstorm's nearby as well. Now, we've got the Peach Jam Jubilee going on from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at Clanton City Park. This is Saturday. It's going to get pretty hot out there, 97 degrees, and the heat index is probably going to be pushing 104, 105 degrees as well. Just a 20% chance of rain there to cool things off. Saturday and Sunday, your basic lake weekend forecast. Well, we've got a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, about a 30% chance. Going to be the hottest on Saturday, a little bit cooler there on Sunday. Now, when thunder roars, get off the lake first of all, because water is an excellent conductor of electricity. But anytime you hear those thunder roars or lightning storm, just get inside. And again, your First Alert Weather app is your friend. If you're on any of these vacations, feel like sharing a picture with us, we can feature it right here on Weather Extra.
Looks like drier for tomorrow. Temperatures rising into the mid to upper 90s in this weekend for Saturday and Sunday. As Mickey noted, we could see some of those afternoon pop-up storms out on the lake. I'm thinking the next best chance of rain for us around here, we'll see a better coverage of scattered storms Monday, and next week we'll hang on to that chance for a few afternoon storms. Looks like high temperatures backing off a little bit into next week, but still dangerously hot there next few days, and want to play it safe, be extra careful, stay well hydrated. We'll have more on this heat wave and the rain chances and show you what we're tracking on radar. Lots of updates again tonight on WBRC Fox 6 News at 9, 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Be sure to join us and have a great evening.